Hello, Scorpio. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is your weekly read for the week of the 13th to the 19th of April 2020. I hope you're doing well, Scorpio. So, Scorpio, I'm releasing this video, this reading, on the weekend, and so every weekend I have a half price sale on my readings. So, one particular reading is half price each weekend, and this weekend it's my Your Next Steps reading. So this is a new reading that was suggested by one of my customers, one of my regular customers. Thank you, Therese. And so it's like, you want to know from your higher self what your next steps are, where it's leading you next. If you do, book in for one of those readings. But it's still a weekend, it'll be half price, so then compared to book in. So that's 60 Australian dollars instead of 120 Australian dollars, which is about 35, 40 American dollars right now. At the time of this recording, it is anyway. So let's see. What's the story? What's the story for you, Scorpio, this week? I'm picking up a lot of energy from this. Confusion. You don't know which way to turn. You know what you want, but you're not sure how to get it. Oh, so many options. Lots of options. You are going to get what you want, but you need to get back to your original nature. You need to get back to, it's like you need to get back to yourself, Scorpio, to be able to make the right decision, to listen to your heart, to make the right decision. I feel like you've been in your head too much, like trying to figure things out, trying to figure out the way to go. What's the best option, you know? It's like you know what you want, you're going to get what you want, but when you ask for something from the universe and then all of these options show up, it's like then you've got to try and figure out which is the right option, which is the one that's going to lead you there, as if it's a quiz. They probably all lead you there. But you've got to choose what's right for your heart. And so you've got this Be with Nature card. It's like getting back to your true nature, getting back to your heart, getting out of your head. I'm feeling like the confusion is in your head, right? It's not in your heart. I'm sure your heart knows what to do. You are going to get what you want. So, yeah. So maybe it's in the last few days that you've been in this confusion, and this week is the week that you can sort it out. Let's see where this is going. Okay, you've got a bit of a battle going on inside of you. As I say, I was picking up on this confusion. Like as soon as I picked the cards, I was getting all of this information, all this energy through from you. This confusion, too many options. You've got so much going on in your life right now. Wow, you're the lucky one. Most people don't have anything going on in their lives right now. But you've got so much going on, and maybe it's all in your head. But yeah, you've got so many options, so much going on in your life. This is like people, other things that I'm doing, my work, my ideas. I want to do all of this stuff, and then there's people I just want to do everything, and I don't have enough hours in the day. And so maybe you're sat there in confusion, and you're not even doing anything, even though you've got so much stuff that you want to do, and you're not actually moving forward on any of them because of this confusion. Is that you, Scorpio? Or maybe you're just simplifying it and getting out of the confusion by ignoring your head and just focusing on one thing, like I'm just going to get on with my work. I'm going to ignore that I need to sort that relationship out, or I want to start a relationship with that person, and my family want my attention, and I want to sort my house out, and I'm thinking about buying a new house. You know, it's like you've got so much stuff like that going on. It's like I'm just going to ignore all of that and just going to focus on my work. It's too much. It's too much all that confusion's too much for you. Have you been doing that? Or just unable to take action on anything at all because there's just way too much going on? Way too many options, people, connections. Like, who do you choose? You're not choosing anybody. You're not choosing anybody, Scorpio. You're having to choose yourself. That's important. Choose yourself. But it's your confused self at the moment. Way too much on your plate. Let's see where this is going. Yeah. See, that's what I was picking up on. Your work's flowing at the moment, so you're like, oh, you know what? I can't deal with anything else. Nothing, like too many options and anything else. Too many choices. I don't know which is the right direction to take. My head's saying all kinds of things, so I'm just going to work because that's flowing. I'm just going to work because that's flowing. And that could really help you. Is just like, you know, just let the other stuff go. It's like just keep on working. If that's what's flowing for you, that's what's in the flow. But what about this other stuff? Why is it popping up for you? This is why. This is why all that stuff's coming up for you. Of course, things don't happen for no reason. If you've got too many options going on, if that's all happening, it's happening for a reason, right? And it's trying to get your attention for a reason. Your higher self is saying your work's flowing, so it is good for you to take that focus, to not, you don't want to, this reading isn't saying, oh, be in the confusion instead. Don't be in the confusion. That's not good for anyone. Like, it's good to be clear-minded. And when you're focused on your work, you're clear-minded, Scorpio, so that's good. But what's underpinning all of this other stuff coming up is a lack of belief in yourself and an unwillingness to, I don't know, this is like, your soul is calling for you to grow, and it's putting all these options in front of you, and you're like, you don't believe in yourself. You've got this insecurity, this fundamental insecurity that you don't even want to face too. And so you're not willing to move forward on any of the things that your higher self is putting in front of you. All of those connections, all those relationships that you could be having, all of that stuff you could be going for, the things in your house, your family, all of those things that are coming up for you, that it's all leading to your self-growth. But while you don't believe in yourself, you're like, I don't want to face any of that. I'm just going to keep on working because working's going right for me right now. Scorpio. So the fundamental thing here is believing in yourself. You believe in yourself good about work, and that's why that bit's flowing. You're not believing in yourself in the personal relationships. You're not believing in yourself in those other aspects, which is why you want to ignore them and just focus on your work. So this willingness to face this, willingness to be open, to sort these problems out, to sort these blockages out, because you can't have it all, Scorpio. I'm not saying you can focus on everything at once and do it all at once. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying you can have balance in your life, It doesn't just have to be about work. You don't have to ignore everything else that your heart wants just because it's overwhelming, it's too much. The options are too much for you. It's too confusing. You don't know what to choose. You can't do it all with your head. Maybe that's why work is flowing at the moment. You're trying to do it all with your head instead of your heart. Yes, because remember, coming back to the start of this reading, it was about getting into your heart, asking your heart what it wants, being with nature, getting back to your natural self, what your heart wants, getting out of this confusion. You're trying to do it with your head, Scorpio, and it works for your work, right? Using your head works for your work. Maybe your work doesn't involve your heart that much, but it doesn't work with your personal life, with relationships and stuff like that. You've got to listen to your heart for that stuff. Probably should be listening to your heart for your work as well, Scorpio, but we'll let that one ride because that's working for you right now. So let's just, your boat is rocked enough as it is. We don't need to shake that one up at the same time, right? So be willing to be shown the way of how to believe in yourself, how to heal this so you can believe in yourself so that you can get some balance, because you can have it all, Scorpio. So let's go back through that this week. If you're in a state of confusion, got way too many options, you need to get back to what's true for your heart. So you will get what you want. You'll get it all eventually. But right now you've got too much confusion going on because you're in your head. You're predominantly in your head. So your work is flowing for you. So it's good for you to just focus on that. Connections coming in, it's like you've got so many options that you want to move forward on family, on your home, on new relationships. Maybe there's many options of new relationships, that kind of thing. You don't want to face any of it because your head can't figure out what's the right option to take. Way too many options. Don't want to face any of it. So you're focusing on your work instead, which is kind of a good thing at the moment. But the reason that you don't want to face all those other things is because you're not listening to your heart. And why aren't you listening to your heart, Scorpio? Because you've got this fundamental insecurity and you're not believing in yourself. And so your higher self is asking you this week to be willing, just be willing to heal that. Just be willing to be shown the next step to believing in yourself. Yes, stay focused on your work. It's not. This is not saying like, no, stop focusing on your work and focus on these connections coming in and listening to your heart. It's not saying that at all. It's like, yeah, focus on your work because that's a good focus for you. You can put your mind in that, but also be willing to heal this lack of belief in yourself too, and then you can be shown the way. Baby steps. This is not saying like this week is like full on healing week. Don't focus on your work and get down to this. Not saying that at all. This is just like baby steps. Just be willing. That's the start of it. Just be willing to sort that belief in yourself out. So if you've, especially if you've been struggling with this, Scorpio, if you're like, why is this my head going crazy? Why I've got all these options? Why can't I make up my mind about any of these? Why don't I know what I'm doing? Like I'm usually so in control and in charge. Why don't I know what I'm doing? If you're in that kind of fight within yourself, Scorpio, then this is ideal. It's like, okay, I'm just going to be willing to sort out whatever this lack of belief is in myself that I've got, which is causing all this confusion while I focus on my work. There you go. It could be a tricky week for you, Scorpio. It could be. If you like this reading, please click like and subscribe to my channel. How does that resonate with you? What do you get out of that, Scorpio? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have an awesome week, Scorpio. I'll see you next time. Bye.